and welcome along to a brand new video today. And well, with rumours swirling around all over the place, once it hits Facebook, then people just who don't even have a clue get clued up on things and think they know what they know. And essentially the topic, of course, is the Doctor Who Christmas special. Is there a special? Is it at Christmas? Is it not? What on earth is going on? Well, let's try and decipher it. So yes, an article from the Daily Mirror. Oh, we love the Daily Mirror. Just a week after they said that Series 12 is going to be delayed, they're now talking about how the Christmas special's gone as well. They love to really float out the rumours, which generally are wrong. But the rumour says that there's not going to be a Christmas special this year because they've run out of ideas, apparently, the Doctor Who production team, and instead they hint that there might be a special on New Year's Day rather than Christmas Day, but they don't seem particularly sure, which is no surprise really, is it? Now I think first off the key thing is there a special at Christmas or around Christmas time this year? And the answer is yes, there is. Now back in, I believe, July at San Diego Comic-Con, I think it was, or there was a quote from Chris Chibnall saying, "We've filmed 11 episodes. I wonder, there's only 10 episodes in the series, so I wonder what that 11th episode could be." So he basically strongly implied that there is another special, and it's certainly very, very likely that there was an 11th episode filmed with the last filming block when they filmed Series 11. So it's probably all in the can, all ready to go now. We just don't really know when it's going to air. Now at the moment, there's nothing concrete to suggest that this special would air on New Year's Day, which is the rumour, rather than Christmas Day. Nothing at all, apart from sources or BBC insiders from the Daily Mirror. That could be complete nonsense, we have no idea, saying that apparently it's going to go on New Year's Day. Certainly I do not believe the comment that BBC have that Doctor Who have run out of ideas for Christmas specials, particularly given that we have a new showrunner this year, a new lead writer with new ideas. So I'm sure he could come up with a new idea for a Christmas special if that was what they were going to do. So I really, really don't see that as a problem in the slightest, and even Christmas specials don't actually need to be particularly Christmassy. A lot of them, there might be a bit of snow in the background or some crackers or a Christmas tree, but actually they're not really anything to do with Christmas. So I really forget that as an argument. That is not an argument or a problem in the slightest. Of course, the more interesting thing is, why would it not air on Christmas Day and maybe move to New Year's Day? I mean, obviously moving it to Sundays, that's been a sort of a big change, but it's a big change that's worked. So are they looking to just once again do something different with the Doctor Who and try and move things around a little bit? Obviously the Christmas special has been a stalwart, a tradition. Since 2005, every single year has featured a Christmas special of Doctor Who. For me, that's been my life for the last 12, 13 years. Having a Christmas special every year, that very much has been a Christmas tradition. And I would be quite sad to lose that, because it does just feel like Christmas Day isn't complete without your Doctor Who Christmas special, even though obviously it wasn't a thing back in the classic era, but now it feels sort of so important. And although this has never been kind of, I guess, factually or officially confirmed, it's kind of strongly been intimated that with looking at Twice Upon a Time, last year's Christmas special, Stephen Moffat wasn't planning or contracted to stay on to do that episode. He was sort of mainly focused on just doing up to the end of Series 10 and then packing it in from there. But the problem was Chris Chibnall didn't want to start on a Christmas special, maybe couldn't, we don't know quite why, and wanted to start with a brand new series, Series 11. And so Stephen and Chris and Doctor Who sort of team knew that if Stephen didn't write a Christmas special last year, and there would have been no Doctor Who Christmas special in 2017. As soon as there is no Christmas special, the slot will be lost. There won't be another Christmas special. You're not going to get that slot back. It's one of the most sort of fought over slots of the year, is the Christmas Day slot. And Doctor Who has had it for the last 12 years. If they give it up, they're not going to get it back. And so that's part of the reason why Stephen Moffat wrote Twice Upon a Time, was to make sure to hold on to that Christmas Day slot. Okay, yes, this isn't official, this is a lot of rumours and sort of fan, I guess, guessing to some degree, but it certainly makes a lot of sense because Stephen definitely wasn't sort of planning to write that Christmas special. It very much was an extra. And you can see that in the way the story plays out. The Doctor Falls is basically the end, and it's an extra bit Twice Upon a Time, really. It doesn't need to happen. It doesn't make any difference. As good as it is, I think, it doesn't really make any difference. So I don't think sort of that the argument is there, even looking at the stories themselves, that really Twice Upon a Time was an extra thought, an afterthought, rather than the plan. So it would seem weird, if this is the case, for Chris to sort of suddenly then decide, actually no, Stephen, thanks for putting in that effort, but actually no, I don't want a Christmas special, let's move it to New Year instead. It would seem a little bit weird to me. Now, one of the arguments sort of possibly more for moving it to New Year's Day rather than Christmas Day is viewing figures. Every single year, Christmas Day viewing figures have dropped more and more and more. Less people are watching episodes, at least live on Christmas Day, because people have busy lives. Christmas Day is a busy day generally, seeing family and doing all that kind of thing. And now with catch up and recording and that kind of thing, there's no need to watch it on Christmas Day. So a lot less people are doing that. And we've seen a massive sort of significant decline, not just in Doctor Who at Christmas, but across all TV at Christmas. And so that would sort of lend credence to moving it to New Year's Day, where generally the viewing figures are much, much stronger. People tend to be in on New Year's Day evening. It worked for Sherlock, if we think back a couple of years, when we had the Abominable Bride on New Year's Day. You had Series 3 and Series 4 aired their first episode on New Year's Day and got fantastic viewing figures. So generally New Year's Day is a much better slot sort of for viewing figures wise, and therefore that could be an argument why maybe they do want to move it. Or just to maybe even change it up a bit, because that seems to be what Chris is all about. He's very much about sort of changing the status quo, trying to refresh Doctor Who. And I think this maybe is another opportunity to do that by moving it to New Year's Day. Definitely for me, it would be a disappointment if we lose that Christmas Day slot. As much as generally, let's be honest, the Christmas Day episodes aren't really that good. It just wouldn't feel the same having a Christmas Day without Doctor Who. So I definitely would be disappointed if that happens. But I think the best we can say at the moment, there is no solid, concrete reason to believe that we won't be getting a Christmas special. Of course, I could be wrong. The rumours, the Daily Mirror could be completely right, and there is going to be a special on New Year's Day rather than Christmas Day. I can sort of 95% assure you there is a special coming this year. We know that for almost certain. It's just when it's coming, whether it's Christmas Day or if it's New Year's Day. I do think, though, that we're at the stage where the BBC need to fairly soon come up with some sort of statement claiming, or sort of basically just confirming what's going on, because there's so much rumour, it's spreading so widely now that kind of the general public are finding out about these rumours and sort of slating Doctor Who for giving up on a Christmas special and that kind of thing, when it's all rubbish. It's just the way that it's portrayed in clickbaity online articles from dodgy news agents, or sort of news outlets, that's a better word for it. And so I really hope that at some point fairly soon the BBC do just put a statement out saying, yes, we're having a Christmas special, actually no, it's a New Year's Day special, whatever, and at least get it official rather than a myriad of rumours. And the same with Series 12 as well, because those rumours are persisting that it won't air till January 2020 or even April 2020 Series 12. I think it would be really beneficial if they do just put a statement, doesn't need to be long, a quick comment from Chris and the head of drama at the BBC or whatever, just saying, we've done it, this is what we've done, this is the reason we've done it, or actually it's all rubbish, we're sticking to what we planned already and it's the same as usual. I think it would really benefit them just to sort of shut down all the noise about this, because it is just a kind of annoying rumour almost at this stage, I think. So I think we've just got to play the waiting game. Try and not read too much into the rumours, because most of them could be complete rubbish, and don't sort of worry about it too much in that sense. I think we've just got to wait and see when we get official word, really. But what are your thoughts on all this topic, guys? Would you be extremely disappointed to lose the Christmas special? Would you be happy as long as we get a New Year's Day special as well? Or would it just not be the same for you? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But that is just about all I can say about this. Of course, I'll be having a review and an episode of music coming up for the Sarunga Conundrum fairly soon, later in this week. And hopefully Megan React's coming up as well. So lots of new videos to look forward to. But for now, just remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you again very soon for another one. Bye!